Hey everyone, I'm back at it, this time over here at McDonald's because, well, there's no other way to say this except for all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun. That's right, the double Big Mac is finally here, so stay tuned because it's up next.
Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
So McDonald's is promoting new flavors to love, but when it comes to the double Big Mac, I would assume this is something a little bit more familiar, just a lot more of it. And as you guys can see, it's definitely tall. I have to admit, this actually looks really good. The double Big Mac is packing 4 beef patties and all the standard goodies of the Big Mac itself. Let's take a look underneath the sesame seed bun. Looks like we have got nothing on top, ironically. That's kind of strange. But then let's go a little further in. We've got the 2 meat patties, 100% beef. Underneath that, here comes the pickles, we've got some onions, we've got the mac sauce, we've got the lettuce, we've got that middle bun, the iconic middle bun. Underneath that, more beef patties, 2 of them, of course. And the cheese, very surprising, they actually have the cheese on the bottom of this one only. Looks like a couple of slices and plenty more of that mac sauce there, guys. But it is what it is, it's those 4 beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun. And it's definitely very, very tall, sure looks pretty meaty. Let's see if the flavor is going to deliver. I think we already know what to expect. It's the double Big Mac here at McDonald's. Let's peep out this flavor.
You know, just looking at this is making me long for the return of the Grand Mac. I guess this is what we're getting for 2020, but guys, the Grand Mac was definitely bomb. If you're curious to see what that one was all about, take a look at the review popping up on your screen right now. That was a blast to check out. But 4 beef patties on a regular Big Mac, it kind of is what it is. Very curious to see what it is, but I think we know how it's going to go. So before I confirm it for you, and like always, if you guys are fans of high quality, delicious looking food reviews, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to tap the bell icon so you can be notified as soon as brand new content drops every week. Here we go, the double Big Mac at McDonald's. Let's do it. Yeah, that's a lot of beef, but admittedly, it's a little bit easier to manage than, say, the Grand Mac because the size of the patties are a lot smaller. Take a look at that there. As you can see, it's a lovely situation because they're stacked, and I do like the taste overall. Of course, it's the Big Mac that we all know and love, but essentially very, very messy on top of it. But the beef is standing out. It definitely feels like a solid Big Mac for sure. Definitely feels like it's going to satisfy an appetite. If you're a fan of the Big Mac, you're going to like this anyway. But while yes, it does have a lot of beefy flavor, it's a little bit on the lazy side because honestly, you can get this made if you really wanted to get something like this. It doesn't have to be officially available, but it's nice to see it on the menu. But 4 beef patties, not too bad. And hey, for those of you who may be wondering exactly how much beef is in the double Big Mac, just so you guys know, the standard Big Mac is about 1.6 ounces of beef. So at 3.2 ounces, if you double that, it's still a little bit less than a quarter pound. So it's not exactly huge in terms of the meat quantity, but the thinness of it and the fact that it's stacked, and actually the size of the Big Mac in general, when you think about it, it's a lot of bread. That's where most of it is coming from. But guys, still very tasty. It's a Big Mac. Let's go for one more bite. We'll give you another close-up. I think you know what to expect from this one, guys. It's a Big Mac with a little bit more meat, but not too much more meat. It's really more for advertising, if you ask me. Let's go for it. So let's go 360 with this one because there's really no need to go more than a couple of bites. You already know what to expect. It's very messy. There is a lot of mac sauce on this right now, as you guys can see. It's decent for what it is. It's a Big Mac. It's everything you know what to expect from it. It's just a little bit more beef, a little bit more sauce overall from what I'm gathering here, and overall just a lot of beefy goodness. But again, a little lazy if you ask me. I really want that Grand Mac, especially with those fresh patties. That would be awesome. Not bad though. Oh, and hey, did I mention you should have plenty of napkins on hand? Guys, like I said, this thing is slipping and sliding everywhere right now. So with everything you've just seen and heard in this review, I'm gonna have to give the double Big Mac, it's a little lazy, but the double Big Mac here at McDonald's is gonna get just an okay 7 out of 10. It's the iconic familiar flavor of the Big Mac with a little bit more beef. That's pretty much it. Exactly what you'd expect it to be. And at $5.99, it's an average price point as well. But hey, if 4 patties is not really your thing, you can always go for the Little Mac, which is basically just the Mac Jr. from a couple of years ago, brought back with a different name. And if memory serves me correctly, that was the main character from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out from back in the day for the Nintendo Entertainment System. That was one of my all-time favorite games back then, and it still is. So not bad for what this is, guys. Like I said, it's really more for advertising, but if you really want to get me excited, McDonald's, bring back the Grand Mac with those fresh beef patties. That would be insane and truly worthy of a double Big Mac name. I think it really deserves to be a little bit higher than this. This is just okay. Now the question is this one okay enough for you to actually jump on over to McDonald's to give it a shot? First and foremost, are you a fan of the Big Mac? And if you are, is this something that excites you even more than the Grand Mac? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another episode of Peep This Out, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Mickey D's, you know I love you, but the Grand Mac has to come back to the menu and it needs to be a little bit fresher if you know what I mean. All right, guys, until next time, I'll talk to you soon.
But hey, real quick before you go, and just in case you haven't already, take a look at the last review that I put out right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's gonna recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.